Good evening. We begin tonight with a rare look inside Anonymous.
They're this shadowy and motley group of hackers and activists who answer to no one, drawn together by love of internet mischief.
Well, now they're evolving into this movement of social change, a real driving force behind the Wall Street occupiers. No surprise.
The secretive group Anonymous hacked one of its websites. Sometime early this morning, the group took over the site belonging to the U.S. Sentencing Commission. A long message and a video warning of embarrassing disclosures about the Justice Department unless federal prosecutors stop going after hackers.
Organization Anonymous has announced plans to take down the Fox website on November 5th. Now, does that date ring a bell to you? Because it should if you're familiar with Anonymous's favorite historical figure.
A group that calls itself Anonymous, they're hacking activists, Wall Street occupiers, they love them. Corporate security hates them, and the FBI is tracking them down. So who are these people?
Anonymous has always been able to pull people together and say, look, here's a mission that I think we can all get behind. Let's try to do this. And in some cases, you'll have a few dozen or a few hundred, a few thousand people, often have no idea who each other are, but can get behind a common cause and say, you're right, we have to do this by any means necessary. And
stand for freedom. We stand for freedom of speech, the power of the people, the ability for them to protest against the government, to right wrongs. No censorship, especially online, but also in real life.
We have members throughout society and all stratas of it worldwide.
It's one voice. It's not individual voices. That's why we don't show our faces. That's why we don't give our names. We're speaking as one, and it's a collective.
There are a number of arrests of young individuals around the world being prosecuted in their involvement in numerous cyber crimes, as they call it, by the Laws of Computer Misuse Act, like in the case of hacker activist Aaron Swartz, who allegedly killed himself of being pressured and bullied by the government in his involvement of hacking the university database to access books and journals. So they tried to intimidate us by getting to the little guys, but they ain't going to work. It only makes us stronger to get justice for these individuals.
Hacktivist collective Anonymous has replaced 2 MIT websites with a statement urging reforms to US copyright law after the death of Reddit co-founder Aaron Swartz. The message from Anonymous called the government's persecution of the 26-year-old internet activist a gross miscarriage of justice.
It is a skill, pure and simple. It is a group of like-minded individuals who like pulling things apart and putting them together again. There's always a purpose behind everything we do. It's not like we sit there and go, hey, let's take down that bank just for the hell of it. No, that happened only in support of WikiLeaks, when Visa cut all payments made to the organization by the public. Where is the freedom in that? Don't we live in a democracy? But now it's becoming more than that. What started off as hacktivism is now developing into full-on activism. 2013 is marked as the year for the biggest organized protest in mankind, set around 500 different locations, yet no one knows about it because of the censorship of the media. Why is that? It's because they fear us. They know we are growing stronger in numbers, and it is now only a matter of time before they sit up and realize, hey, we gotta start heading for the caves. You see, anyone can call themselves anonymous, which basically what's happening at protests around the world. You see thousands wearing a mask, this idea of being one has brought ever closer together regardless of the colour, gender, but every idea needs a face to represent it. Now they just need to be more organised and focused on a particular cause we want to change. What really tends to happen is they all meet on the 5th of November, which I've got to tell you is just a magical place to be. But we will have to have many more marches like it to make something happen. Turkey done it, Egypt done it, and many more are rising up. 2013 has been the year of the people. There's been more protests than ever before, and the people are beginning to realise that something needs a voice to change. And yet again, we will not hear this in the mainstream media because this will only make the people believe in change stronger, and they are scared of our potential and what we could become. There are thousands of millions of young kids around the world going onto the streets of major cities and shouting their hearts out for a change. Change in the system, change in the way that education works, change for humanity. We'd rather have kids believing in something much bigger, coming together as a community and supporting good causes. We'd rather have young adults standing up for the next generation. This is what they are fighting for, and this is what the Anonymous movement is evolving into. It's a growing force of individuals who want to make a difference in any way possible.